So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Figo is really quite unique, Peter. I mean, his technique is flawless. A winger, but with the vision of a real playmaker.
Essentially the complete package.
Yeah, you would certainly call him that. A truly magnificent player.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's Asa!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pirlo. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Sneijder. Knocks it into space. Look, Ibrahimovic! Azar. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And this is Romario. Played in by Romario. And he's quick to get rid. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short. And it's Lahm. Kong and Hanoi leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That's good play. Well, that is one way to stop him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Vieira running with the ball. Lahm. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Great vision. It's Ibrahimovic! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Zambrota. Kong and Hanoi, currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. Plays it through. Figo wants to run onto this. And it's turned away. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Nicely intercepted. Pirlo. Tries to play it through. It's a sweeping cross.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lahm. Now it's Figo. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Vieira.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Schneider towering forward here. Back where it came from. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. In towards the back stick. Nesta is there and he can get that clear. Azar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Just eases him off the ball. Schneider. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bigo has it out wide and in space. Aimed at the fast. Oh, good effort! Oh, crossbar! And he's there to get it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pirlo. And it's Zambrotta. He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Romario really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Kong and Hanoi are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Kong and Hanoi are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Nesta does really well there, he is strong. And here's Romario, he's shifting through the gears here. Driven in, and a header! Yes! Up by 3, they have their boots on the throats of their foes. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort, simply fantastic.
A case now of complete control. Pirlo. And he's looking to catch him up. Well read, nice interception. Early ball out from the back. Pirlo, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Hazard, looking to play him in. Now, can they get him away? And it's Zambrotta. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that...
Oh, good climb! Oh, he got himself into a great position. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Hazard, he's picked his way through. Now, who's going to be first to this? And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Lahm gets into a good position.
Substitution on the field.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ibrahimovic.
Messi plays it short.
Romario. Coming on the field.
Kong and Hanoi are looking to go forward now.
Number 99.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Number 18. Mbappe. Substitution in
Kong and Hanoi do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Collar. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Messi. Cross to the back post.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry.
And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? In he goes again! They've got to be quick to recover this. Pirlo. Pirlo is fouled.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on to replace him is number 10, Pele. Substitutions taking place.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's a sharp little ball here. Lahm, who does have an assist to his name, and he's had it nicked away. And it's Vieira. Now that's well seen too. Now what about a counter-attack? Not much subtlety about that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Vieira. And here's Dembele. Haaland. Lahm has it in a wide position. Cleared away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Good ball, good take. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Haaland. He is through here. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Shot a goal! Now, how often do you see that? No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Lahm delivers. Towering header! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong. And this is Dembele. That's a deception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Can he get on the end of this? Messi. Pele. Vieira. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Milan are down to 10 men. And that's that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Those of you making their way home on public
So, Jim,
transportation
how do you reflect
today,
on
please
what we've
watch the
seen?
screen for
Well, the
train
look on the
departure
manager's
times from
face
all local
says it
major
all.
stations.
He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
Raphael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Towering header! Deftly away. And that has left him in a heap. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pirlo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's picked his way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Cruyff. He's not got that quite right. And this is Ibrahimovic. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Opts for safety. And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through. Messi! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Vieira is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. The ball's gone astray. Kong and Hanoi still without a single shot on target. It's a searching pass, and he welcomes it in, and he takes a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Azar ploughing through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Pirlo. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And Romario! Fantastic from Romario! About as smooth as it gets. The first significant strike.
Goal!
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Kong and Hanoi have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. It's a really well-measured ball. Great vision. Lahm, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's gone backward here. Vieira, quality ball. Looking for the run.
That's going in strongly.
Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Bayer Leverkusen can now introduce the first of their substitutes. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
And it's played in. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. And it's Azar. Vieira with the foul. Bellingham. Vieira is the team's great visionary. And here's Bellingham. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Shot at goal! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment, and then smash. No stopping that.
Minutes has been indicated.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Pepe. Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Substitutions taking place.
Kong and Hanoi get the second half started. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. That is good alertness. Kong and Hanoi do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, can he get onto this? Great defending, strong and determined. Pirlo. Oh, he refuses to take the bait.
Bayer Leverkusen really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Vieira cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, nicely intercepted. Vieira looking to play him in. Knocks it into space. And the shot! And that's in! And they've got their lead back. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Kong and Hanoi have their lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Bigo carries the ball down the right. Kong and Hanoi perhaps contemplating their next change here. And they can counter here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 17, Johan Cruyff. Number 10, Messi. Number
Pepe.
11, Ibrahimovic.
Thuram.
Number 15, Bellingham.
Well, it's a nice idea, but
Coming on
the
the field,
execution was lacking.
Number 22.
Oh, he goes for a shot! Well taken goal. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot. Could be danger here. It's run loose here. And he's got away. Collar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And he is going into that little black book.
While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitution in progress.
Kong and Hanoi have opted to make another change here. Vieira, Schneider. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kong and Hanoi will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Played into space. Oh, that's clever. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Can he spark a counter here? Vieira. Collar looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Plenty to aim at here. He's in a great position here. Here it is, crossed in. That's very neat. Lahm proves just a little bit too strong. Delivers the ball, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Pele, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Figo needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Ferdinand. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Vieira. And it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Foot in.
There will be 3
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Takes on his marker. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's through here. And it's Figo. He's a sharp little ball. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our
Your
special
final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical...
And a header! And again! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge. Vieira. And it's Pirlo. Zambrotta. It's Pirlo. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Hermes. Vieira. Zambrotta. And it's Pirlo. Romario! Romario! You beauty!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The goal scorer,
Ibrahimovic really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And this is Hazard. Great vision. He's through here. Kong and Hanoi leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Romario driving forward. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kong and Hanoi have their second corner now. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. He's found the way through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We're looking at a different game. Impressive jump! Well taken goal. And again they hit the front. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Threads one in. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now he's got space here. And he was alert to it. Marcelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Bullet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hoisted in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And it's Thuram. Pirlo spots it and intercepts. Nice looking ball. Romario is in a really good position out wide, and he's managed to get free. Played in by Romario. Ernest, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Good feet, well played. Vieira. Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pirlo. Marcelo. Well seen, saw that coming. Vieira gets over and intercepts. Van Dijk is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Cannavaro. Now Yaya Toure. Ernest. Oh, that's delightful. And he's in on goal. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Zambrota. Pirlo. Pirlo has got himself a free kick. And the whistle goes for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish...
He's having a shot! He's been... Goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Bullet duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Quite a game this, all square again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Thuram. Vieira. Now Ernest. Varane makes the interception. Now it's Romario.
Oh, really well played.
Hazard. Always goal side. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still...
Goes for a shot! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class. Real class.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Kong and Hanoi have got it back, and they'll have another go.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players...
Getting up there! He's done very well to get to that.
Romario really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Marcelo. Looking for options for movement. Rafael Varane. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, some astute defending there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And this is Romario. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Kong and Hanoi with a chance to get level. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And now he has two.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
So we have
Pirlo.
movement on both benches.
Number 9,
Kong and
Ibrahimovic.
Hanoi drag themselves
Number
back again.
17,
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Romario has the space to scheme.
Jan Koller. Number 10.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Number 7. Figo. Number
So,
15,
third corner of the game.
Lilian Thuram. Substitutions taking place.
Oh, good effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Koller looking to pass their way up the pitch. Figo showing great feet there. Lahm gets into a good position. Lahm, terrific effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oh, that's a key interception. He won't be happy with that one. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Substitution.
So here comes the substitution. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There's the delivery.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Vieira. Best. Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's
Added minute
almost
has been
never
indicated.
outsmarted. Best, and it's Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Played towards the other side. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, perfectly measured that. This looks promising. He whips in across. Shapes to shoot! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And we're done. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Romario voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Now on sale in the stadium hall.
So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what-might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Kong and Hanoi really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are big.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. OK, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep. Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. Maldini looking for the run. Rice. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he get it through? No, he wasn't going to be fooled. What a throw in. Aimed beyond the defence. Desailly. That pass has been well intercepted. Pirlo. So, what can they make of this? And no, that was never going to make it. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Pirlo. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Chance! They've scored! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Romario really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Ibrahimovic going forward. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, he's got space here. Eto'o providing an outlet on that flank. That's a throw. Kong and Hanoi
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Rice, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Azar. And he's intervened well there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Pirlo. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. Donnarumma attempts a clearance. Could be danger here. Chance! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
"15 minutes till half-time. Rice. Pirlo. Nice-looking ball. Oh, important interception. Rafael Varane. Nicely weighted ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he has been fouled there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Rice is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Schneider. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Romario has been caught there, it's a foul. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Space for him to turn and look. Big chance! No way through there. Rice. Lahm proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Pirlo. Pirlo. Strokes it back.
There will be
just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Now, can they get him away? And this is Eto'o. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Kong and Hanoi coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Kong and Hanoi with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Substitutions taking place.
Down to business again. Kong and Hanoi currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Lahm. Pirlo. Azar, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Rice running with the ball. Time and again they are repelled. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. And it's Rice. That's rather hopeful. Nesta. Now the ball's gone astray. Oh, what has happened here? Shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Kong and Hanoi are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Ibrahimovic. Good ball, good take. Azar! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And that has left him in a heap. Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And it's Azar. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
That's an imaginative pass. Desailly cuts it out. Rice. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Azar. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he can thump it away. Zambrotta. Oh, that's a very deep... Romario! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Romario is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, there's the shot!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And that for him is goal number 10. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's Azar! Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. That's a little off target. And it's Azar. And here's Mbappe. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Pirlo. No, he refuses to take the bait. Looking to play him in. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Pirlo. Ambitious ball here, and that is expertly dealt with. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rice, and here's Ibrahimovic. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Mbappe. Pirlo, and now the breakaway. Romario. Always goal. Romario! Outstanding save to keep that out.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He leaps for it! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oh, good line! He's got a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been
anchored. There's green grass ahead of him. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, what a mistake! He's got away. And Romario! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. There will be 4 extra minutes. Oh, outsmarting him this time. And it's been hooked away. So that's it. It is all over. Kong and Hanoi can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly.
Please turn your attention
picking up
to
the Man of the
screen
Match
for
award,
information
and
provided
no
by the
surprise
local
there.
police.